Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I'm Chiscool Gaming, and today we've got a new expert to review, and I always make a vid about experts when they land in game, so consider subscribing if you haven't already for guides designed to help you get value and smash your enemies. Does Ronnie do that? Well, doesn't really help you smash your enemies per se, although she will help you defend your trucks, capture more loot from other people's trucks. Let's get a look at exactly what she does. We'll talk a little bit more about her approximate cost, and I would say her position in this like building over here in this top spot actually sort of ended up being an indicator, maybe. I don't know. She's like a mid-tier cost expert to work on. She's about the same as Holger, maybe even a little less, I think, than Fabian, similar-ish to Fabian. To get Fabian past 60, it's 72 of his shards. To get her past 60, it's 48. I mean, it's pretty similar in the grand scheme. So what does she do? What does she do? What does she do? Ronnie is the undisputed ruler of the Tundra trade route. When she is raided or attacks, she gains attack and defense. Here you can see that percentage goes all the way up to 30%. I don't know if this is multiplicative or if it's additive. If it's multiplicative, this is critical for your Tundra success. If it's additive, this is like an irrelevant amount of stats. So in a way, I both do and do not hope it's multiplicative. I don't know which it is. Okay, so then we get a look at the other skills. And we talk about what these do. And I have started to level these up. I might do more. I'm not so sure. We'll see. But I figure if I'm going to do them, I want to do them right away because we have a Tundra trade route event going right now, and I'm going to go slam in that event literally like as soon as this video. Well, I'll do it in this video. So, cartographic memory. Ronnie's photographic route memory accelerates her arrival times, which I kind of don't care about, but you get a certain number of free refreshes per day. I jumped up to the 2 mark because that's worth some amount of gems to me. Probably not worth it in the grand scheme of things. This skill is probably somewhat skippable. Which brings us to the next skill. Ronnie's nose for sniffing out hidden truck treasure is second to none, granting a 50% chance of raiding extra cargo when at this tier. You get a 100% chance of extra cargo. Dude, plunder an extra item. An item shown with an attack icon is extra plunder. We'll see if it's worth it or not. We'll go get a look. We'll go plunder. Okay. Up here, Ronnie retaliates with even greater strength when raided, a chance of recovering cargo. This skill feels more important to me the weaker you are, and it feels important to me to get to level 6, which gives you a guard box. Elite guard box. We'll get a look at what loot is in that guard box. I guess we can tap here. Chance of gems, fire crystals. I mean, an extra box with every truck you escort seems really good. So you kind of want that like ASAP, and then over time you gain value. This did take a meaningful amount of speed ups to do. So was this worth speed ups? I'm not so sure. Which brings us to gold class. And it wasn't clear to me what this was. It says that after completing 12 escorts, her next escort will always be legendary with better rewards. So I think this is an additional truck. And at level 10, you actually get an additional truck per day. But I think this is like a separate truck that you can go and do. And why do I think that? Well, if I zip out of here, we go over here. Here is that 12 number. Complete 12 more escorts for a UR truck. Existing trucks will not become UR. So, I don't know. Maybe it's cool. Maybe it's not. Maybe that's the skill I should have been speeding up. It's a ton of speed ups to do, so maybe I don't know what it is. So let's just play around with this a little bit and see what happens, shall we? So I haven't done any trucks today. I haven't done any raids today. Probably a little bit of a mistake. Here's that extra crate. I wanted to do it for the vid, by the way. Here's the extra crate, so you can see I'm going to get that. I get 2 free refreshes now every day. Boom, boom. We can make our way up to a higher tier. Oh, okay. We already got SSR. That seems good. I'm going to do one SSR and I'm going to do another SSR at the same time. Again, I waited kind of late in the day for this, so I can't exactly be too choosy here. Which one of these gets my best army? I suppose that one does. Yeah, I think this one can get my weaker army. So my better army goes here. My weaker army goes there. And now I can go raid some other trucks. So let's go and yoink some loot, shall we? The question is, which truck has loot worth yoinking? Let's see. Kind of mid. Also, honestly, pretty mid here. Ooh, fire crystals. Okay. We raid this guy. We're going to raid him. Hopefully we get extra loot. Oh, that was extra loot. Was that extra loot? It's got the swords on it. I think that was extra, chat. We can view the battle report. No, that's not what I want. We can view the truck details. I mean, I could raid this guy again. I could raid that again. I like what's there. I like what I see. Oh my gosh. We took his design plans too? Dude, raiding extra loot is cracked. Oh my god. Wow. Well, chat. Chat? That seems pretty good. Call me crazy, but that seems pretty good. And I'm kind of looking for FCs. It's a little bit late in the day for this. Like I said, normally I raid much earlier in the day. This would suck to get, but everything else here I'm totally here for. So we could raid this guy. There we did not get extra loot, but we did get their gems. And I can raid again. Yoink. Oh, rip bozo. So a part of the reason I'm getting so little here is that they're getting stuff back, I think. Are they getting stuff back? I feel like I only took one thing. Like I should have took more. I feel like maybe they got their loot back. Does it say somewhere? Nope. They're not getting loot back. I just suck at looting. Oh my god. Okay. We know that because she doesn't even have the expert. Alrighty then. GG. And if you're wondering, how did you get the expert so fast? Here's the strategy, chat. As soon as they announce an expert, you start saving up your free pulls here so that when you get into the new day, you have 100. Then, so that means you have to get to 80, and then you get 20 more at reset automatically, right? And that puts you to 100. That also means that over the course of the day, you get 20 in free resupplies here, and then another 20 in resupplies over here, 40 in total. So that gives you 140 total regular travels. And what you need to do is save your Frontier Trek backpacks specifically for when a new expert lands. And what that lets you do is then when that expert lands, like what I did, you go in and as soon as you find them in regular Tundra Treks, you can then select them over here. So then you go in and you say, okay, I'm going to assign, in this case, Ronnie as the expert, and boom, now I spend all my backpacks on her, and that gave me the reputation I needed here to then get the unlock. You basically need to find her in 20 total conversations, 50 rep per. You needed like 1,000 rep. So long story short, every other conversation I find in here gives me a conversation with her. So something like 40 of these Trek packs will get you there. It should anyways, I think. So 40 Trek packs, 140 regular packs, and I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, but it feels like you're pretty likely to get it. And there we go. So the only thing I'm kind of curious about is exactly what's in one of these trucks, but as of the time of this recording, literally nobody knows. It's not possible, even if you sped it up like crazy, I think, to have done that. Maybe if you sped up the entire expert, maybe if you went all the way in, right? If you went all the way in, you'd get there. And it is really interesting. Should you do this? Every single day, you get an extra attempt, and what you get is a super high rarity truck. Even if that is something that I wanted to do, it's a long ways away because I would just, I think, wait for the next SVS prep to do something like that. Yeah, I'm not doing it now. I don't have the books for it. I think as far as I got was already super questionable as to whether or not I should have even done that. Yeah, guys, Probably should have saved a little bit for prep. But theoretically, I'm contributing, to the Alliance Showdown, which we currently aren't winning anyways. And it's day one. But the way I view the expert is, if you're going to do a bunch with them, you probably want to do that really early, because the sooner you do it, the more times you get to enjoy the value of it. So earlier seems good. Anyways, chat, we'll do a couple chores while we're here. You enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about this expert in the comments. A couple other logistics here about this expert. If I go to my system mail, this was, I think, $20. $20 got me 40 Ronnie and 20 Universals, and I wish it gave more books than it did, but whatever. And then I believe it was $5 or $10 for this over here. 20 Ronnie, 10 expert sigils. I think it must have been 10 for this one. Yeah, I think that's what that must have been. I did notice, by the way, there's like a new tier here. There's like Epic and Mythic, and you can buy both. Bro, I swear, they keep adding ways to spend money. It's insane. It's insane because I'm just gonna keep doing it then. There's just the value's too high. How can I not, chat? Oh my god. What a guy. Also, what was this? What's this? Auto join. Oh, cool. You can do it from there. That's pretty neat. Cool. Huh. Reset. Huh. Fascinating. All right, you enjoyed the video, throw a like on here, subscribe. I think in the grand scheme of things, Ronnie's a pretty cool expert, but economy focused. For a lot of people that are, well, for a very small number of people that are alternate rally players here like me, probably should have put all those books into my rally capacity. That's like probably the play, because it's just an insane amount of books to get progress here. And that rally capacity is worth so much. But I wanted to get this expert to a pretty decent spot, and we've done it. All right, until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. Take care, everybody.